Hello, Raider fans. I'm Matt McCarthy, the Family Engagement and Communication Strategist for Watertown Public Schools, and I'm here today at the WCA-TV podcast studios, which, as you can see, are beautiful and stunning, and they are open to the public. So if you're interested, definitely get in touch with the folks here at Watertown Cable News and WCA-TV. But today, I'm here with Ryan Murphy, the Director of Athletics for Watertown Public Schools, because it is fall playoff season. So much going on in the world of Raiders athletics, and we have to talk about it because everybody loves Raiders athletics. How could you not? So good to have you, Murph.
Thanks for having me. Very excited. I will say the place is very nice. I'm very excited to be here.
Well, it's good to have you. It wouldn't be fall sports if we didn't start with field hockey. They are in action today against St. Mary's round of 16 in the Division III tournament. It's just been another great season for Raiders field hockey and Coach Donahue and the players. If folks haven't been following along, what do they need to know? Basically, the Raiders just continue to win a lot of games, right?
Yeah, it's super impressive. I've been blessed to be able to watch it for the last 7 years. We have a very tough opponent today in St. Mary's. They're very strong. They play well. They have a lot of ice hockey players that also play field hockey, so they play a little bit of a different brand than maybe what we're used to. Look at me talking like I'm a field hockey expert. I really don't know anything, but so I think it'll be a good game. It's challenging. Hoping to, like they say, survive in advance. The team's been playing excellent. Like you said, Coach usually always has a team ready to play, and every year there's accolades or something going on that they're achieving that someone hasn't achieved before. So super exciting, and hopefully they'll win today. And if they win today, just to make it to the Elite Eight again, it'd be just amazing. So let's hope for the best today, and hopefully we'll be talking in the future about a game coming up soon.
Excellent is an understatement, though, Murph, because they have won 3 straight state championships. Their unbeaten streak, I believe, is now extended into the 90s. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it's 93 currently. Yeah. So yeah, it's really unprecedented. I would say a little bit that the town has come a little numb to it because it's kind of used to it. But I would say just enjoy it while it's going on. Might not last forever. As you see with the Patriots, got a little numb to them winning, and now Sundays aren't as exciting as they used to be. So I would say definitely come out, support the team, and like you said, don't take for granted what they're doing. It's definitely unprecedented. It'll probably never be repeated. And we're lucky to have Coach with us and the girls on the team willing to work so hard and be under her tutelage. And obviously some days are easier than others, but you can't deny the results.
Undeniably, it's a great story, both on the field and off, all of their on-field accomplishments, but now off-field accomplishments. Rachel Egan, senior, earning a big award from the MIAA that I know some other field hockey players have earned in the past. So I know this is something that the program and the athletic department and the entire public schools department is just extremely proud of, Rachel Egan and her accomplishment.
Yeah, very much so. Rachel's a great kid. She was made it look easy for us. She was a great nominee. We put her name in, and she was lucky enough to win.
And what's the award, by the way?
So she's the MIAA Student Athlete of the Month award winner, and so she gets like a little scholarship from the MIAA. They'll come out and do a presentation, and it's really, really good for us, and good for her. Joel really takes this kind of thing seriously, so it's always nice to be able to go back and say that we had somebody who won that. Like you said, not only are we great, on the field, but we have student athletes, people who are actually doing it in the classroom as well. So we're super excited. I'm looking forward to being able to tell her today. And, hopefully we can get some more student athletes this year to, win or in the future.
And that's not just field hockey. That is across all fall sports, right? Across Massachusetts, the MIAA.
100%. So we put her name in. We like to do it on the earlier side. So we put her in for September. And then their name is in the pot for the whole year. So they know she also does track, indoor and outdoor. And obviously they looked at her academics and obviously her field hockey prowess and her success and going up, Holy Cross next year and things to that effect. And we knew she was a no-brainer candidate, but it's always nice when the other side sees that as well. So, across the whole state, let's say there's 370 schools in the state. Multiply how many kids are in those schools. It's only one winner per month for the women's side, and, she won. The second possible month. So it's super, super exciting. We're very happy for her.
Yeah, congratulations to Rachel Egan and to everybody involved with Watertown field hockey. Just another great year, and go Raiders, because the playoffs continue. Playoffs also continuing in other sports. I know boys soccer had a tough loss last night against Belchertown. You were there. It's a great season for them, and unfortunately just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, it was super exciting. Frank does a great job. He's one of the few programs in the school district that have freshman JV varsity. The youth soccer program is very strong, and we've been lucky enough to have some good, strong boys soccer programs over the year. I thought, honestly, last night we dominated the game, and unfortunately they scored in like the first minute when we were still getting a little organized, maybe a little nervous, and then we carried the play. But soccer is one of those weird sports where you could dominate the game, probably similar to hockey, and then unfortunately you don't come out on the winning side. But I was very happy with the way that they handled themselves. It was like an hour and a half, an hour and 40-minute bus ride, which is what the new format is, a little bit something to navigate. They handled that well, and then they definitely represented us in like a very, very impressive manner. So I was super happy. Obviously, you wish you go a little farther. I'm sure Frank and the kids would probably say the same thing. But if you're gonna lose, at least it's close. And I always like to watch the other school and see how far they go. So if they go really far, we'll know we were pretty close. If they lose in the next round, we'll know we have some work to do. So it's always fun. This is a great time of year.
No doubt, a great season for boys soccer. Certainly very proud of them. Speaking of things to be proud about and building a community, cheerleading right now is in the process of going through league tournaments, regional tournaments, state meets, all that. What happened last night in Woburn, not only on the field but off the field of competition for Raiders cheerleading?
Yeah, so the cheerleading program really is taking a turn for the better. So they had a cheering competition a week ago at the Panther Invitational. Last night, like you said, they had the Middlesex League competition, and the whole football team came to the competition. The team itself, the cheerleader team, performed excellent. You could see a lot of improvement. This was found evident by the judges moving them on to regionals, and Coach Carroll, after practice said it was mandatory for the team to go up to the competition. We were the only team in the Middlesex League that had all the whole football team there. They wore either their Letterman jackets or their football uniform. Actually, a great picture that I'll probably share for one of the newsletters coming up of the cheerleading team and the football team together. And it's just a sentiment to Coach Carroll and the cheering coaches Stephanie and Jennifer, really getting along and trying to create a culture of not just winning games but also positivity and reaching out for each other and getting involved. So very, very happy with cheerleading. And also, of course, with football, too, being Coach Carroll's first year, to do something like that was super classy. So
yes, great scene last night. And cheerleading moving on.
Yeah, cheerleading moves on. So they have another competition, which is kind of like more like a practice this week coming up on the 10th in Marlborough. And then we'll move on the 17th to regionals, which I believe, if the format hasn't changed, will be at Worcester State. And if they do well at regionals, which I do anticipate they will, being a co-ed team, I think they will be able to advance. They would be in the state finals on the 24th at Worcester State as well. So really exciting for them, happy for them, and hopefully they can keep moving on. And
football, Thanksgiving coming up, Belmont game, got a non-playoff game coming up as well. So a busy few weeks for football.
Yeah, so football, they're really doing great. They really exceeded my expectations. They're going to be playing Greater Lawrence this Thursday night at 6 o'clock. And then hopefully we hope to find out this Sunday that we'll have a home game next week, which will be our last non-playoff regular season game. And then, of course, we're moving on to Belmont, which would be super exciting. Last year, obviously, Belmont beat us pretty handedly. They were a little bit stronger. They had a lot of seniors. Those guys graduated. I think the level of play will be fair. So I think it will be super exciting game. Hopefully we can come out on top. It's the first time in a while we've had to go to Belmont. We've had a lot of home games for Thanksgiving in a row between Fenway and playing at Victory Field. So there's a couple teachers and former coaches that coach for Belmont as well. So that adds a little bit of a wrinkle to it. That's, I think, exciting for the kids. And I think exciting for the teachers too. So Mr. Mayer currently coaches over at Belmont. He's a teacher, a phys ed teacher with us. And he's the offensive coordinator over there. And then Luke Leitner coached with us the last couple of years, and he coaches over at Belmont as well. So it's just a little wrinkle. It's cool. Good rivalry. I think it'll be super exciting. We'll see. Hopefully we can do well.
So individual sports this fall as well, really strong performances for some Raiders in more individual competitions. Swimming, perhaps most noteworthy of that, a great year for Raiders swimming.
Yeah, so we're fortunate enough to have a co-op with Arlington, but unfortunately the numbers were too high this year. So you're supposed to have like 17 kids or less. So we had 3 or 4 girls that wanted to participate, but Arlington has a very big team, but it just works proximity-wise that we could get over there. So we had Emma Gregory, who was grandfathered in to the co-op, so she was still able to swim this year, and she was super impressive, super impressive. Advanced to regionals, and if I'm not mistaken, regionals just happened this past Sunday. I do believe she advanced on the states. And then any of the other girls who wanted to participate on the swim team, Arlington was nice enough, even though they couldn't participate on the varsity team due to numbers, they let them still go to all the practices and participate on the JV team. So I'm ecstatic with swim, a little bit on the nervous side on trying to figure out what swim will look like next year now that nobody's grandfathered in. But Emma had a great 4-year career. We were able to get her to swim every year, which was kind of the goal, which was huge. Now we just got to try to find a similar situation for the other student athletes. So hopefully we can find someone close by who needs a couple extra swimmers. So that'd be great.
I'm sure you'll keep us posted on that. Cross country still in states right now?
Cross country advanced on to states. They have a couple of runners. So it's their first year. They have a very impressive freshman girls runner. And then they have a boy who just joined this year who's actually been doing very well as well. So hopefully they'll feel well this weekend, and hopefully they can carry that momentum into indoor track.
Before I let you go, Murph, we got to preview winter sports. It'll be here before you know it. Once you get beyond, fall sports, state championship season, you name it. I mean, no rest for the weary in your department, in the athletics department. Yeah. It's right on to winter sports. What do folks need to know about that?
Well, registration's open. That's the main thing. We've had usually we have a decent amount of people that register first, and then we have some people that kind of wait till the last minute. So for our programming planning purposes, the earlier you register, the better, just so we kind of know our numbers. Super excited for the winter. The whole middle school gym kind of got a facelift. So they have new pads on both sides of the gym. They're doing new bleachers, should be in by the 16th. So it would be a little bit more capacity, and obviously brand new bleachers. Our other bleachers, it was time for them to go. They were condemned. So it'd be nice to get something that's legally able to sit on. And we got a new...
Always a plus.
Yeah. So we'll have a new huddle camera, which will be able, instead of having to use like a tablet to do the game, it's up on the top, and it'll be able to show the whole court, and the coaches can use that for film. So I'm excited about that. We're going to continue our hockey co-op with Wayland, which would be super exciting. We've had a little bit of luck with that over the last couple of years. I think both basketball programs should be super strong. The wrestling program with the middle schools being able, we're going to have a very strong winter. I would expect it to be, one of our better ones. So I think it would be something everybody can get behind when it starts to get cold and snowy and you're trying to figure out what to do. Definitely come to the gym or the rink. I think we're going to have some very exciting, teams and product.
Where can folks find out more, follow along on social media for, Watertown Athletics? How can they get involved? How can they support Raiders Athletics? What do people need to know?
Yeah, sure. So definitely if you want to do the schedules, the best place to go is Arbiter Live. We have a middle school site and a high school site. We ended up paying for a middle school site on the side because it was too much going on with one site. So we split over to 2 sites, which has, I think, been easier to find the games. We just have middle school basketball in the winter. But we have obviously a full slate of winter sports at the high school. So that'll be good. You can definitely find that on Arbiter Live or on the athletics website through the school. There's a hyperlink. And we really try to make an initiative this year to be more involved on Twitter. So you'll be able to see a lot of our scores and updates. Sometimes probably almost too much information, but I guess sometimes more is better. So we try to be as fair as we can with, getting all the teams recognized. Sometimes it's easier than others, depending on location. If I'm at the game, I'll try to live tweet. We try to get some pictures up and just try to, spread the word, and it's great. The kids are working hard and the coaches are working hard. So any support they could get is definitely, well-deserved. And all the games for students are free. So you don't have to pay to come in. The school committee and the school department has decided not to charge students, which has been super helpful for attendance.
Well, Murph, people can check that out at Watertown Sports on Twitter. Of course, you can go to the Watertown Public Schools website. You can follow along here at WCATV, Watertown Cable News. Nobody covers the Raiders like Watertown Cable News. Sure. And, of course, Charlie over at Watertown News as well. So plenty of ways to get involved, and we'll see you out at a game soon. Murph, always fun to have you in here. Looking forward to doing this as winter sports kick off.
All right, sounds great. Thank you very much.
All right.